This video is brought to you by Insta360. All right, I've been testing 3 of the most talked about action cameras right now. The Insta360 Ace Pro 2, the GoPro HERO13 Black, and the DJI Osmo Action 6. Instead of just talking about specs, I wanted to figure out what these actually feel like to use as a creator. So over the last little while, I've been shooting with all 3. Daytime, low light, walking around, vlogging, real life scenarios, and today I want to break down what I found. So here's the thing, all these cameras are really good. We're at the point right now where image quality isn't the biggest gap anymore. What starts to matter more is how they handle different situations, and honestly, which one fits your style of shooting. So I'm going to walk through this from a creator perspective, not just specs on a chart. All right, starting with daylight, I shot these side by side in similar lighting. Strong sun, outdoor movement, lots of contrast, and overall they're all capable of really clean footage. The Ace Pro 2 does have Active HDR up to 4K 60, which helps balance highlights and shadows when lighting gets tricky. GoPro still has that classic punchy action cam look, and DJI sits somewhere in the middle, very clean, very balanced. But honestly, in good light, you're not choosing between good and bad here. It's more about color science and the look you personally prefer. One thing I noticed though is detail handling. The Ace Pro 2 has clarity zoom feature, which lets you punch in without losing as much quality because of the higher resolution sensor. So things like distant textures, signs, buildings, those details tend to hold together nicely whenever you crop in. It's not something everyone will use every day, but when you need it, it's actually pretty useful. And yes, the Ace Pro 2 can shoot 8K, which sounds amazing, but realistically, for most of my shooting, I'm still living in 4K. 8K gives you extra detail and flexibility, but it also pushes the camera harder and isn't always ideal for fast action or longer shooting sessions. So for me, it's more of a bonus tool than the main reason to choose a camera. Let's talk about low light. Low light is where action cameras usually struggle. So this was a big test for me. The Ace Pro 2 uses PureVideo processing, and DJI has SuperNight, and GoPro handles things with its own image processing. And what I found was interesting. The Ace Pro 2 tends to push brightness and clarity more aggressively, which makes nighttime footage feel cleaner and more usable right away. DJI feels more neutral, and GoPro keeps that familiar GoPro look, but depending on the scene, noise can show up a little sooner. Now, something I noticed personally was face exposure. When vlogging at night, the Ace Pro 2 did a good job keeping my face balanced, which honestly makes a big difference if you're talking directly to the camera. But low light enough to where you would see a difference in the quality. On the Ace Pro 2, you'll see that it just looks purely natural. Now let's talk about audio. Audio is another area where these cameras are starting to separate themselves. The Ace Pro 2 has a built-in wind guard and different audio modes. Wind reduction, voice enhancement, stereo. I tested these in windy situations and walking shots, and it's nice not needing extra accessories, just to get usable audio. Now GoPro and DJI sound good too, but they lean more towards the traditional action camera audio setups. So again, it's less about one being bad and more about convenience depending on your workflow. Now for the audio test, I'm purposely walking alongside the road so that you can hear what my voice sounds like just as you're vlogging and filming yourself. And you want to make sure that your voice is captured through the mic itself built onto these devices. I'm walking closer to the road because I want some white noise so that you can hear what it sounds like as I'm doing an audio test with the different audio modes inside of the Ace Pro 2. Right now what you're hearing is, this is standard stereo mode on the Ace Pro 2. And there's no cars right now, but I swear there were cars, yeah, because I'm right against the road. So there are cars, you can hear different of the noise. I'll also stop talking so that you can hear it. This is voice enhancement. It's cutting out a lot of the noise that you would generally be hearing with the standard stereo mode. Even the bus right there, you could hear that going off. How does that sound? That audio sounds not too bad, honestly, especially if I'm running down, quickly shooting as I'm going on the go. And lastly, wind reduction. I can't actually do wind reduction right now because there is no wind, but maybe I could take you for a quick drive and you can hear what it sounds like with the wind blowing into the car. All right, that when you don't have wind, you gotta make wind. So I got the windows down, I've got wind reduction turned on. And it does get pretty loud with the wind, but this is how it sounds. I'll even hold it close to the window and keep talking so that you can hear what it sounds like. But I would also recommend to not vlog and drive, but you know, for science, and I'm going at a pretty slow rate right now. Anyway, this is what it sounds like, and I'm gonna stop filming it. Each of these cameras handles field of view a little differently. The Ace Pro 2 pushes wider field, especially with its ultra-wide options. It also leans into the Leica collaboration, which mostly shows up in color profiles and overall look straight out of the camera. GoPro and DJI feel more classic action camera in comparison. So, if you like that cinematic, slightly more stylized look without grading, you'll probably notice that difference. One thing that might surprise people right now is the pricing. Depending on current promotions, the Ace Pro 2 can actually come in a bit cheaper than the Osmo Action 6 or the GoPro HERO13 Black. So if you're comparing these purely from a value standpoint, it's worth paying attention to what's included in the box, because sometimes the difference isn't just the camera, it's the ecosystem around it. Also, what's really cool about the Ace Pro 2 is that it comes in this black version, but you could also get it in this white version as well, and they look pretty good. And the overall creator experience, this is the part that honestly mattered most to me, because specs don't tell you how a camera fits into your process. Flip screens, face priority metering, gesture control, pre-recording, AI highlight editing. These kinds of tools don't sound exciting, but they change how easy it is to shoot. And after using all three, they each feel like they're made for different people. GoPro feels very action-focused, DJI feels balanced and reliable, and the Ace Pro 2 feels more creator-focused, especially for someone doing a mix of lifestyle, travel, and storytelling. Also, when I want to film myself, I do have these front-facing screens here on the GoPro and the Action 6. However, I do love this flip screen on the Ace Pro 2 because it's just a larger screen for me to look at. Because then when I'm further away, it's a larger screen for me to see and compose my shot in. And even just for like vlogging purposes, it's so much easier to see and get feedback on how I look. But also what I really like about it is that if I want to shoot low to the ground shots, all I need to do is fold my camera that way. And then the monitor right here, I could see looking straight down, and I could film down low. So that's pretty cool. Let's do gestures on the Ace Pro 2. And what I can do is I'm going to turn it on. If I turn on gesture control, palm is to start and stop the video, and then peace sign is to take a photo. So I'm not recording now, but what I could do is I could hold my palm up and it starts recording for me, and I get the haptic feedback too. I felt that. But then if I want to stop the video recording, all I have to do is hold my palm up and it stopped recording. But also if I wanted to take a photo, I do peace sign, it goes wide and it counts down, and it gives me a bunch of photos as well. One feature that's actually pretty unique in the ecosystem is the portable printer accessory. You could shoot photos on the Ace Pro 2, and then you can print them directly from your camera or from your phone through the Insta360 app. It sounds like a small thing, but creatively it opens up a lot of possibilities. Street photography, travel moments, even just giving someone a printed photo right after capturing it. It's not something most action cameras are thinking about, and it shows how Insta360 is leaning more towards creators instead of just sports. All right, on all three, I am doing handheld. I have stabilization turned on all of them to their highest settings. And with that, I do have to shoot in 16:9 mode, which is totally fine, because what I could do is I flip this around. What I'm going to show you is that I could get these pretty good cinematic shots using just my hands to do this handheld. Get the temple there, but you also get this fountain. And you really get these kind of like buttery, smooth, cinematic looking shots. I could even come around here and do that swoop in reveal as you would view the temple right there. If I move my arm around like that, you'll see that the stabilization is working pretty well compared to one another. And I think for the most part, I'm going to be walking and talking like this and holding the camera out. So if you did need that extra space to really shake the camera, it does help you there as well. But then again, remember that it's super helpful to have it in proper lighting, just like how I am outside right now. Okay, final thoughts. So which one is the best? Honestly, it depends on you. If you're primarily doing high intensity action, the GoPro still makes a lot of sense. If you want something straightforward and balanced, DJI is really solid. But if you're a creator who wants cinematic looks, strong low light performance, and tools that help you move faster, I think the Ace Pro 2 stands out in a different way. If you're leaning towards the Ace Pro 2, Insta360 is currently offering a videography bundle powered by Leica that includes some really useful accessories. For street shooting, travel, or everyday video, it's a really compact setup that's quick to pull out and start filming. And right now, the first orders are getting up to 20% off, plus a mini 2-in-1 tripod. So if you're considering upgrading your action camera this year, it's definitely worth checking out. I'll leave a link in the description so you can see the bundle details. At the end of the day, these cameras are all capable. The real question is, which one makes you want to get out and create more? And that's something you really can't measure with specs. So if you want to learn more about the Ace Pro 2, I'll have links in the description for you to check out. If you click and purchase through there, it's an affiliate link, so I get a little kickback, but it doesn't cost you anything else. But thank you in advance for checking it out. And if you want to stick around for more camera and tech tips, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.